Good evening, everyone, and welcome! It's time for some relaxed Monster Hunter because we're gonna have a new Monster Hunter coming up soon. We basically ran out of co-op games to play on Wednesdays, and also I kind of just want to talk about Frontier because I think Frontier is great, and it does so many things better than other games in the series. But again, with us is Agonia.
Hey.
Hey, and we are in our wonderful spanking guild hall. Clan hall, sorry. And you're partying.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a clan hall.
There are things on which you can critique Frontier, like some grinds are really long. And
true.
The payment model was ass.
Oh, totally. Like, god damn it.
But the general gameplay systems are less RNG than current Monster Hunter. A lot less RNG.
I think that's an interesting thing. Because we saw a video today where someone talked about how Monster Hunter has they just added more and more slot machines basically into the game. And that's true. I think they have like 4 slot machines in the world, which is kind of insane. And the one thing that catched my eye about that comment was that the person making the video made a picture about, oh, hey, he's not going to touch Frontier. You know, with the idea, it's an Asia MMO, it's probably worse. And you know what? It doesn't help that there's a gacha feline here, but ironically, the gachas are they're not bad. It's just minor shit. That's just like, oh, it's basically like the Steamworks in Iceborne. So yeah. But no, I think Frontier is actually a lot better designed and has less randomness, which is good. So the things we're doing today is we have a few things to do. So first of all, I still need to reach Hunter rank, G rank 800, which is faster than you expect, due to which monsters we kill and also items we can talk about. But also, I'm working on a few weapons, and one thing I want to point out is a key thing that was pretty frustrating, actually, is in Iceborne they basically added as one of the quote-unquote endgame mechanics the Safi'jiiwa weapons. So they're a cool concept because, you know, you can just build your own weapon. You have like a base weapon, and then you can randomly add, you know, stuff like more attack, more sharpness, and that's actually pretty cool. It's just gambling because it always re-rolls what you get, and then you have a pity system. You know, just denying it, but they are basically you're spamming tokens from farming Safi'jiiwa, and that's what you use to roll on possible improvements of your weapons. So anyway, tower weapons. They are basically the Safi'jiiwa weapons, but not ass. Because I'm currently working on this one called Angel's Cry. Actually, pretty good. There are multiple of them. As you can see, Lance main. And yeah, you can improve attack or sharpness. You basically only improve sharpness once, because then you're like you're in light blue, and that's enough. But yeah.
You unlock also more stuff, like elements and shit like that.
Yeah. On the other hand, the rest is pretty easy. Courage gems you get from Road Shop. We can talk about that later. And otherwise, I need Tiger Seed Top Claws, which is... Ah, shit, I can't do that.
Yep.
I wanted to do another weapon, that was it, right? Yeah, this is why I need to reach rank 100, then I unlock Xenoforce.
800.
800! Right! Because then I unlock Xenoforce, and then I can get the Top Claw. I can buff my attack. So wait, we are working on... Which one was it again? There's a lot of stuff in this game, honestly, and it's kind of cool. Eru Zizar was it? Oh yeah, here. Rondoland's Dock. Giru, Isaac, we need 2 more. That's actually pretty easy. So yeah, Zeniths. That's like actually kind of the cool thing about this game, because there's a level above G rank, and yes, to a degree you can say it kind of slots into the things where, you know, you have tempered or apex monsters in previous titles. But they're just, let's just say it again, it's just better designed, which is wild, considering, you know, this is older. Okay, so all resist we already have in, we need ice resist. Oh yeah. As other skills you unlock, you know, later in the game, and they basically can give you flat buffs, and they increase the more you play.
With the weapon?
With the weapon. So this is like, the more you play a weapon, the better you will actually are with playing the weapon. And we're currently slotting in ice resistance plus 30, because that makes our ice status go up to 52. I'm actually above it already. I don't need the food.
You need 55.
Oh, I need 55. Yeah, right. I'm dumb. Because here's an interesting thing about the Zeniths. They're not just, you know, bigger versions. They're also that, you know, they have cancer.
Basically,
it's kind of explained that they have a form of super cancer that gives them powers.
No. That's just my explanation.
But
I think you've forgotten.
I thought they also said that somewhere.
Nope.
Oh well. But yeah, basically, they have Zenith parts, and oh yeah, also another thing, there's clan cooking. So if you have a clan hall and upgrade it enough, you unlock cooking. This is on top of the normal cooking, by the way. And we are getting 5. Hey, Crumbly Cabin, welcome. Doing some relaxing time here. I need more bright green. Damn. Okay, and yeah, simple mini game. And now we have our our resistances that we need over 55. Because one of the key things is that Zeniths have...
One direction.
Oh,
You still need to change your jewel.
Ah, fuck. That means I need to go out again. I'm back in a second, yeah. That's stupid. Yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff you need to do in the beginning. But again, it's actually not randomized. It just takes some time. And I think that's kind of a better thing. Oh yeah, also we are currently having breeding season. Which Capcom is robbing us. Cowards, bring back breeding season. Okay. Oh well. But yeah, the thing about Zeniths is that okay, a few things I think are great about them. First of all, you know, they're hard, but they're fair. It's about the fight. Second of all, the Zenith Blades are interesting because basically you can counter them.
The elemental ones only.
The elemental ones, and I think also technically the status ones, but that's more like really stacking paralysis resistance.
That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
I think there's a Zenith skill against them, but you lose a lot of damage doing that.
Yeah,
so it's basically not worth it.
And you can do it without. So Zenith, we need to do Gyarugu, and the ice sacks are actually on 1, so no biggie. And oh yeah, also a nice feature, bentos. You just, one person selects them and everyone has the buff. No one needs to eat separately. It's actually neat that they do that. But yeah, they're basically, if you get your elemental resistance over 55, you don't get affected by the Zenith Blights. And the Zenith Blights they're bad.
Still elemental Zenith Blights.
Yeah, I talked about the elemental Zenith Blights.
No, you just said Zenith Blights again.
Okay, the elemental Zenith Blights, they can be bad. Like, fire just, you know, fire not only burns your health, it burns your max health. That's bad. Or, you know, if you get hit by the electric one, you actually need to be
First time, nothing happens.
first time nothing happens, but if you get repeatedly hit by it, you don't only get paralyzed, you get put into cardiac fucking arrest. And someone has to give you CPR and you just fucking die. And, you can just mitigate that by having enough mental resistances. It was the neck, right?
Yep.
Good. Oh, sorry. Honestly, I absolutely adore Frontier. I think it became kind of my favorite title over, playing it. Okay, there we go. Fuck. I mean, if you want to, wait a second. Okay, nice. I mean, Frontier, I think, is one of those games that doesn't run away. I think you can also it's perfectly fine to play along. Like, ironically, we just recently returned to a Generations playthrough. I think we have the neck.
I don't fight it often, so I don't know actually.
Oh yeah. If you're wondering who the other people are, there's a system called rasters in this game, where you can basically make your own NPC that joins your hunts, and you can make them armor.
I would run.
I survived that.
I don't think you do. Have you forgotten?
I forgot.
Yeah, I told you to run. You run.
I was like, isn't that just a big boom attack?
Nope.
No, it's the big drain attack. Ooh, it's been a while. Damn. My stuff is... Oh yeah, by the way. Seals! So cute. Also one reason why this game it's just overlooked criminally. Okay, but yeah, yeah, you have your own NPC system, which it's interesting that they just haven't done that yet, even though they just tried to doing basically a simpler version of it twice now. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why I can run with drawn weapon, that's extreme style. Oh. It teleported. If you have any questions, by the way, just hit them. No, that's this one is Mesa Lounge. They changed some other stuff on a technical level and in terms of design, so...
Yeah, in Rain you can, for example, buy lots more stuff in the road shop.
Which kind of makes it a bit, how's it called? Weird? But yeah.
Well, it depends on what you want.
Oh yeah, we need to get out of here. Haven't seen that. Whee. It's their own launcher, but otherwise, yeah. I think Mesa's also, you know, mostly in EU, so...
Yeah, we have a better connection there.
Yeah. That's just, that's one of the things, you know. Better connection is just kind of useful. But I think this is probably the main reason why I really won't play Lands and Wilds. I fucking love Lands here. I mean, yeah, extreme style. Okay, for everyone wondering, you only unlock extreme style at the you know, when you enter G rank. It's actually an interesting progression they have, because you start with Earth style, and it's basically the normal way you play Monster Hunter. So, you know, bread and butter, basic stuff. Then you have Heaven and
Storm.
What?
Storm.
Heaven and Storm in high rank, which are more side grades. So, you know, there are a few variants. They're not like inherently better, but depending on how you play with certain weapons, they can offer something. And then you enter, you know, G rank and you get extreme style, aka you can run with a drawn weapon, you just have more mechanics. It's just, it feels great because, like, there are not really you know, action RPG games where I think that have these kinds of progressions in terms of, you know, wait a second, let me just check. Frozen, Feverhide, Sharp Claw.
There is it.
Yes, nice sack. Yes, nice, we have one. You know, that have this kind of, like, literal progression in terms of moveset. But also the best part is, Lance is a support weapon. If you're wondering what those shields are up in the left corner that are filling when I block stuff, you maybe see it in later fights more. But basically, you can empty them by guarding and then pressing select. And the white shield heals in an area, like, so it also heals your teammates. That's actually pretty useful. There we go. Yellow negates stamina drain, very useful.
Consumption, not drain.
Stamina consumption, yes. And red gives you an attack buff, so quite useful actually.
Well, they're all AoE, so.
So, like, you're not only a block machine, you also are quite literally the, hey, your dumb damage dealer ran in again and is half dead. Fuck it, heal. There's a reason why, Agonia is playing with the magnet spike, which is, kind of the damage weapon in the whole game. I just keep her alive. That's our whole... Oh. Fuck. Hey, Crimson Gunner, I mean, you've been here before, so you probably saw us already play. It's just a little bit of time before we, enter Wilds. Oh yeah, if you're all wondering, hey, big brute wyvern attacking with tail, Abirugu and slash Gyarugu, its subspecies here, they've been there before Glavenos. I mean, that's the Zenith one. Whoop. Oh, nice. I absolutely adore some of the designs in this game. Like, I think Paria Puria is like, should be actually in the mainline series, similar to Tycoon Zamuza. The best crap. But yeah, I think that's probably the main part I like about the game, because it's, it's hard, but it's very fair in what it, like the moment you start having some Zenith weapons, or you have start getting a good armor set, you're like, oh yeah, you actually start feeling like a god to what previously felt kind of impossible, but it's fair. And I absolutely love the fact that Zenith monsters, in terms of the loot table, are really fair. Are really fair in terms of design, because Zeniths have 4 levels. It's the Zenith 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the higher you are in G rank, the more you unlock. And the higher you are, the more health they have, the more health they have, the more damage they do, and also they have some new movesets. So cool. But also how they change their loot table is actually very interesting, because they all drop the same material. The big change is that the Zenith material is different. So, there's basically a normal, mid, high, and top version of it. And also, you always get the Zenith material if you break the Zenith part. That is so good, in my opinion, because in too many Monster Hunter titles, you sit in the end game, and you've basically finished shit, and then the game's like, sorry, you didn't get it, kill the monster like 10,000 times more. I'm like, okay. Thanks for wasting my time. Yes, that's the key part. The fact that you get the Z item guaranteed, so it's about the fight, but also the fact they changed the drop rate. So some stuff levels, you can get like,
for example, the ice sacks we want.
Yeah, the ice sack that we want is I break the neck and I get it like 90% on level 1. And the higher I go in Zenith, the lower that chance gets, but the other item that is like 10% before, that gets a higher drop chance. So the rare materials actually drop more the higher level you go on the monster, which... what a concept! Like, oh hey, this is, you can kill the easy monster and maybe get lucky, or you can be like, okay, you know what, fuck it. I'm fighting the hard monster, but I have like a good chance of actually getting the things I want. That is such a good design decision, because again, in a game about Monster Hunter, it's kind of stupid that in most titles, the end game is about random luck and drop chances, and not, hard fights. So, outstanding design, really. They should have used that again in Wilds, maybe, but
it kind of feeds into the whole that you should prepare part of Monster Hunter that got scraped off.
Yeah, it's like, oh hey, you need this part. Which version of the Zenith do you fight? Is the do you want to fight?
Yeah, and maybe you can just do the level 1 thing because your gear is bad.
Yeah.
Or you're not comfortable to fight. So the whole choice of what Zenith level you fight is informed by a lot of your circumstances at the moment.
Yeah, that's just really neat, actually. Also, one thing I find interesting is you can increase your G rank faster with certain items that you can get from the road shop or that get handed out, And it's like, maybe the unholy numbers grind that some other titles have. Like, we literally quit Rise because we killed Primordial Malzeno and we just sat there, oh.
Yeah, we did. We did all the fights, but the curie crafting we never did.
Yeah, we didn't do again, curie crafting. Oh, hey, you can adjust your armor set, but, it's another slot machine.
It's a worse slot machine, actually.
Yeah.
Because you basically lose your previous roll most of the time. Really bad.
Yeah, that's such a weird part, because I'm gonna be honest with you here. Capcom is cracking down on mods, and I just sit here being like,
well,
hey Capcom.
Specifically, they're cracking down on mods apparently. Because you can use them on PC at least to ignore the endgame. You can also use them to cheat, but
yes. But I mean, honestly, I'm like really cheating, but like I'm not really fully blaming people when they're like, oh, it's an RNG system. Like, RNG systems aren't anything you can plan towards. It's just you sink time in it.
Yeah, Monster Hunter already has one RNG system, and it's the monster drops.
It's the monster drops. And like, how the monster drops are designed in Frontier is so good in my opinion, because it actually, it lets you control the random chance. It's still there, it's still not, oh, you get fixed drops. Okay, yes. You get the Z part when you break them fixed. That's good, actually. But genuinely, it's really cool that it's about, controlling the random chance and not just like, oh, drop your gacha coins in there. It's not gacha coins, but, and maybe you get better stuff out of it. How fun. And... yeah. If you need part breakers, you could bring your partners. Okay, fun fact, we have never used them. We don't really have a problem with that anyway. We have a good setup here going, so...
We're a bit weird.
I guess so.
In that sense. We're also the people who never use health potions.
Yeah, I mean, technically you could use health potions on this game, but yeah, we just didn't because 10 do you mean? Oh yeah, also a nice thing. If you can buy a material from, let's say, the road shop, you can just buy it literally at the smithy. Quality of life. Wonderful. I need 10. Yes, thank you. And there we go. 1414. And I absolutely adore all the graphics. I don't know what it is about it. Probably it's nostalgia because I grew up with those games, but yeah. I won't equip it now. It's sent to box. Okay, what is the next one? What do we need? Espina's Poison Tail and Hi-Hat. Oh, we can actually get that. Let's check. Espina's. It's the Flying Wyvern. Okay, honestly, that was probably one of the saddest parts for me for Sunbreak. They brought back Espina's and it just... I don't know what they did to it, but that was not Espina's. That was just another Flying Wyvern. Espina's is like... It's a bit fuck off. It's a, big fuck off one. So we need...
when you first encounter Espina's here, you generally don't have blue sharpness, and if not much. And I think you need at least blue sharpness to even not bounce.
Yeah.
If not white sharpness. So hammer and ranged weapons are good.
Actually, this is kind of a perfect example of what I think. Why I think the whole system is so good with the Zenith's changing, because I can't actually do Zenith 4 right now. I can probably soon, but anyway. But I need a Poison Tail. So, the Poison Tail is a 10% drop chance on Zenith 1. 10% is still not that, it's not a lot, but it's something. On Zenith 2, it's 20%. On 3, it's 25%. And on 4, it's 50%. Now, I can't do the 50-50 chance. I don't have Zenith 4 unlocked yet. I think we can do Zenith 2 though, because I think from Zenith 2 to 3 there is a damage increase, but the 5% extra doesn't.
Yeah, it's especially an HP increase.
Yeah. Yeah, the 20%, that's fine. Then we can probably go after Kizu. I mean, I need to do stuff anyway.
Sure.
But yeah.
We never fought Kizu on here, but yeah.
Yeah, actually we have never done Zenith Kizu. Yeah, I should probably change my stuff. Oh, that's gonna be... Oh. I just remembered how Zenith is working. The Zenith Espina's. Fun times ahead. Anyway. Defense up. So, why I'm doing this is basically... Espina's is a poison, uses poison, not elemental, so... Elemental doesn't provide me anything. The antitoxin game is gonna be brutal. And this was, by the way, actually the first first Zenith we did, because surprisingly enough, I think Zenith Espina's is kind of fair, actually. It's doable.
I just wanted to do it because I wanted the magnet spike.
I mean, it's a good magnet spike.
It's not bad, at the very least.
I mean, hey, that magnet spike carried us through a lot. 763, nice, we're going up here.
So you need a tail cut.
Yes, we need tail cut.
Sure, I can do that.
I support you.
Don't get hit.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, by the way, Ezelion, you know what's interesting about this? a lot of people always said like, oh, Isildur is so unrealistic. They could never bring it over. And from, material they showed, for Wilds, the new Ice Shard Cliff Leviathan is apparently the same fucking concept, just executed a slightly different. So at least it seems like that Jindahar is dead because they showed, oh, it's using ice and it's using fire, and like, oh, okay, interesting.
And it looks like a heat sink.
Yes, that's actually the interesting part. It looks like a fucking heat sink. Oh yeah, by the way, that's one of the things Espinas does. It just sleeps in the beginning because it ignores you. Oh yeah, never forget to pick up antitoxin.
Like me.
Oh. The fuck? What the fuck?
You're not used to that thing, right?
I mean, A, I am dead now, and B, I think something cancelled me picking up the antitoxin.
Yes, Espinas did.
No.
Yes, it did. It ran you over.
Before that, even.
That could have been flower nectar stuff.
God damn it. Yeah. So yeah, the thing toxins you and then you just die if you don't take the antitoxin. Fun stuff.
You can heal through, but it's a lot of healing.
Yeah. But yeah, heatsink design for Leviathan is actually pretty cool in my opinion.
Yep. I will just run back in here myself. I'm normally used to doing the thing alone.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair with you here, I can barely control it.
Are we in a let me solo it situation?
Kinda.
Okay.
So.
Espinas, what are you doing?
Well, it's disinterested. You're too weak.
Oh no. Start respecting me. I have a pokey stick. But yeah, it's honestly kind of frustrating that so much about, Modern Monster Hunter is just fucking slot machines. I think that is probably the biggest thing I will put forward as critique. It's just slot machines.
At least in the end game.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Anti-venom. Nice.
Just killing it is easy, but with tail cuts and all.
Yeah. Shit. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Oh. I actually really like the flower fields with the, you know, pollen buff and debuff mechanic. I need to go out for a second.
Sure.
There we go. Yep, barely survived that. Oh. Is there some anti-venom to pick up? No.
It was, but you changed maps, so you don't deserve anti-venom anymore.
No! I am. How much is everyone looking forward to Wilds? I mean, it feels very much like a game that wanted to be like a new Dose/Frontier in some aspects, but they seem a bit undercooked, sadly.
Sadly, this one is a bit big, so I can't consistently
Yeah.
hit the tail. And well, you're a support weapon.
I mean, I wish I could help you there more, but yeah, it really is big. I have, there we go. There
Okay.
we go.
Now I can kill it.
Yes. Tail cut. Woo. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, reflect. I have reflect on this build, so when I block, I still do damage. Very fun. No, just the poison arrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have chances on the part break, so
It's not Uragan.
it's not fucking. Honestly, I love and hate Uragan in this game. Oh yeah, also an interesting thing. They brought back a few newer monsters, you know, that were basically made after this game came out, because I think they wanted to keep them similar, but what happened is that fuck. Oh yeah, the limbs. Okay. What was that? Where is it now?
For me, it's glitched. Let's
Yes,
see.
for me it's also glitched, and the music started playing again.
Well, then go out, go in.
Oh no, now. It just took a moment.
Server problems.
Maybe. Or the Espionage tried to bamboozle us. There we go. It only took one death actually.
But if you want to do hunting road later, we shouldn't actually farm your weapon.
Yeah, I think we should do hunting road.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know what, hunting road is kind of the best thing they have. Because, like, I mean, the end game is kind of like a few aspects. So basically, there are 3 pillars, technically 4. So basically, you have the basically the hunting road and tower weapons, which is a roguelite mode. That's cool because you know you get points and you can buy stuff from the road shop. The longer you're on the road, the more points you get. That's cool because A, the reward isn't random, you just get more points and you know, you can decide what you get from that. Nice. But you know, what is random is what you get on the road. That's cool. Then you have the Zeniths. We talked about them. I think the Zeniths are just fantastically designed as like, you know, oh hey, this is like the ultimate challenge in terms of monsters. With a caveat. We get to that. So what do we have here? Bob. No pot break rewards. Poison blood. Yeah, no. Rip.
Is it even a part break reward? Isn't it just a calf reward?
It's probably just a calf reward. Yeah. Sad.
What do you even need?
The tail.
The tail.
Poison tail.
Poison tail. Okay.
Yeah, it's just poison marrow or poison tail, so either one of the or the other. But yeah, one of the things I really like about that is you have those, and then you have Raviente. So Raviente is the better Kulf Taroth. Let's just not mince words here. Once again, a concept that people thought was new to the series came actually from Frontier and World that kind of worse. It's basically a raid. So like I think here it's 32 players instead of 16.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
In 4-player groups, basically fight Raviente, which is there's always one Raviente that shows up, and it has a shared health pool. And you whittle it down through phases. And there's also a support team, but I never played the support team. But the support team can do stuff like drug it. So, the tech team has an easier time. Once again, cool. And, when you actually beat Raviente, you can carve it like in its own little mission, actually. Also cool. But the key part is you get a fixed amount of certain, how's it called? You get a fixed amount of certain just material that you can use to upgrade, build Raviente weapons and such. So again, less randomness. What a concept. Also, your Rastas can sleep in your bed. I'm just gonna say it. This game is overlooked by lonely lesbians. You can make, your dream girlfriend and just make photos with her on the bed. Wait a second. Let me just look at what I need to put in. So personal status. My lowest one is water. So I think I need to put in water stuff. Mm-hmm. Or was it ice? No, ice is.
Put it in and then calculate. Put it in and then calculate.
Yeah, right.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything to you.
You could have just pressed one time up. It's faster.
Okay, 39, 11, 12, 22.
You're not in all resist yet.
Oh, I have all resist on. I have all resist on, yes. Look. Wait.
You don't need to go into the box to show me that, but okay.
All resist plus 16.
Okay.
So,
So, 20 from guild food. And 15 from... I think you have extra water resistance in here.
Yeah, that could be. Let me just check. I have all resist by 15 up. Dragon?
You have nothing else equipped here.
Oh no, that's what I have equipped. So I have water up by 15. And dragon by 10. And all by 15. So this is 25 on top of dragon. And
Your math is weird.
okay, it's 30 on top of water. And
Yeah, just remember that and again go into normal stats and then you do a normal calculation, which is 20 and 15, so 35 from guild food and the all resist in the road. That's how much?
50, 35.
Yeah, I said that already. You need to
Yes.
add that here. So 35 plus 11, which is your lowest right now.
Yeah, 35 plus 11 it's 46.
So and you get 10 more.
56. 56.
Yeah.
56. So, and water should also be enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine. Yeah, it was the water I had to equip. Because, yeah, Hunting Road has some extra skills you can unlock. Which is, again, cool. But also because it is... a roguelite, you have to purge your inventory. So, Hunting Road. Can I do no? I'm just putting up for you and me, okay?
Yeah.
There we go.
Let me calculate a bit.
766. Nice.
Yeah, I remember. My gear is absolutely not good for road, if you remember.
Right, there was something.
Because I'm missing ice resistance.
So we should avoid ice monsters?
Certain ice monsters, yes. For some reason, Frontier's like the only Monster Hunter game I'm aware of that did item loadouts in a good way.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can just press one of the shoulder buttons in the chest menu and you just load it.
That is such a good feature, actually. I'm wondering why this isn't like in any other title, because like, yeah, you just have 4 loadouts, but like you open the chest menu and then you can either press L1, L2, R1, R2, and whoop, you have them loaded. And it's like, that's neat. That's very neat. Okay, we have Jan Garuga, Hardcore, and Silver Hypno. Which one do we want to do? First of all, let's get some items.
Do you remember which ones?
Elixir of Peace. We do want, I think, at least 2 tower stakes.
Oh no, just buy them at need. You need a tower armor pull, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, right. Let's put one in. Whetstones too, just in case. And you know what? I buy 2 just in case. Okay. So yeah, how does this one work? Basically, you start with a certain amount of points, and yeah, and basically every monster you fight, as you can see on in the left part, gives you road points and GM, which is what you use in the road shop, which is, you know, temporary items for the run. And you always come back here after every fight, and then you can restock or do stuff, and yeah. Really, Silver Hypno?
You didn't say anything.
I said Jan Garuga.
No. You said Jan Garuga and Silver Hypno. You said both. I don't care if you don't talk.
I mean, I wanted to explain stuff, so anyway. Time for bird. Can we talk about that there are not enough birds in Monster Hunter? Even though they have birds?
Well, Frontier has a few more.
Yeah, like, I mean... They had Hypnocatrice, which was like their main bird wyvern. Cool. And if you're wondering, the whole gimmick of the thing is it puts you to sleep. It's a sleep bird wyvern. It's actually in Freedom Unite as well, so it was in the mainline series, but they just don't remember it for some reason. They also have a variant of the thing, which is... Okay, actually I love that one because it's a dancing electric bird. Like, quite literally. It has like... erratic dances with which it generates static electricity, and then it unloads the static electricity around itself. It's such a clean concept. Again, I'm wondering why isn't it actually in the main series? Wait for to reset your combo. Honestly, I think for me, like regular hops is just faster, and evade thrusting repositions you further back, and depending on the monster, it's I think it's easier to just hop to the side and stay, you know, more focused on the poking than, you know, oh, you reset yourself further back and you need to stab yourself, you know, because upward stabs do more damage than normal stabs. So, Gold Rathian, classic. But yeah,
You go for the wings, remember?
yes.
Good.
Yeah, it's like we have Hypnocatrice, we have Malfestio, which is like... Okay, sorry. I think Malfestio is like the best bird wyvern, simply because it's an owl. Yes! The Hypnowl is great. Honestly, that is probably also one reason why I want, you know, I want to do like a Generations playthrough one day on this channel, because, you know, Malfestio is there. It's great. I love that one. But yeah, destroying monster parts gives you more points. So it's not worthless. I mean, okay, you also want to kill them fast, but yeah.
It's just a bit more points so that you don't feel sad.
Should make use of the finishing first. I definitely need to look up the moveset because I'm playing this very basically.
Basically?
Basic, I mean. I'm playing very basic. Do we want to show off the Scorpion?
Sure, if you don't die.
I mean, it's just a Courage by hardcore. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah. There are scorpions in this one.
Just to keep in mind for the viewers, Nya doesn't really know what she's doing.
Shut up! I saw a tutorial. I just forgot a lot.
Yes, so you don't know what you're doing, but that's fine, because the game is easy enough.
I mean, we have a good combo going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the crystal scorpions.
Oh yeah, it's such a good... Again, I think a lot of people always, you know, I think Monster Hunter Frontier got this stink of, oh, it's the over-the-top game, you know, with weird designs. And I just sit there being like, what is weird about... It's a crystal scorpion. That is not too out there. That could easily fit in the mainline series. Jet engine Gravios or gold.
I'm for the Daora. I like that one.
Yeah. You definitely have a better time with Garuba Daora. Like May.
Oh, that's a secret book training mission. We haven't finished that yet.
Oh fuck yeah, we're still missing some. Oh yeah, there's also just like there's secret missions, quote unquote, and they buff your stats when you do them, and you can just do them while.
They're technically under my missions, but not the other my missions. That's something completely different. Because English patch, I guess.
Yeah.
You need to go in there, not run. You're dead.
I fucking mixed that one up. God, I haven't played this one in a bit.
So, but yeah, since I need to watch out for you, I kinda killed myself with that already.
How did that happen?
The crystals, which you didn't save me from, even though that's your job. Maybe we shouldn't just spontaneously play the game if you forget most of the mechanics every time.
I mean, sorry, we're not playing. We have played a bunch, but like not Garuba Daora a lot. But yeah.
I know the mechanics still. Sorry. So that's on you. That's the one thing that kind of is missing, I think, from Frontier. Like, you can look up how good your damage is, like, generally, like, what kind of moves do what damage. But the specific DPS of some combos aren't that clear.
Yeah. At least we have it. Yeah. I mean, I think really, Frontier does a few things just straight up better than normal titles, but let me just do everything. I need the max stuff. And Elixir of Peace, because then we don't,
Yeah, I doubt we will get far with how we're playing currently, but that's fine. We still need to raid monsters.
Yeah, we want to raid the monsters later, and also, generally show off the best title and talk about stuff, because, like, I think it's just kind of, you decide. Reginasu is like...
Yeah, you don't want,
Yeah.
I think.
Because, it's kind of weird sometimes how there are just some baffling design decisions. Like, the whole fixed, the fixed charm patterns they had in 3, and then made even worse in 3 Ultimate, and then brought back in Rise for some reason.
And then patched them.
I mean, good.
Yeah. Oh. Mirai Nasu is a weird case. Like from first glance, it looks totally weird. You might even say over-designed to some degree, but then you read about the ecology and think like, yeah, actually you should actually fight it in like a completely dark cave.
Yeah, because it's a
where the yellow stuff probably like is the only thing how you can make it out in the distance.
Yeah. Oh, camellias. We have never had camellias as an option.
I tried it a few times. I haven't understood it yet, so we would just die there.
I know. It was just like, I haven't seen that name in a road, so like, damn. But yeah. God, the fixed charm tables, that was a stupid idea they had. Like, for everyone who doesn't know, basically in old Monstata titles, and also Rise, charms were a random drop. Okay? So, you can debate a long time. It sucks. It kind of sucks that it's just a system that is just a random drop thing.
You know that... that's an Azure one, right?
What?
That's an Azure one.
Yes, it's
right?
Azure.
Okay, good.
Azure is...
Color blindness, sorry.
Azure is wings. But basically what they did is that in Tri and Portable Third, where they introduced them, they basically made it so that when you load it into the game, you got assigned a random table of possible charms you could get. That's stupid. That's stupid. I think we can say that that's stupid. But then with 3 Ultimate, they thought, ooh, fish. They thought, hey, how about we make this worse? How about when you start a new game, you get locked into one table permanently. Yep. Honestly, I fucking love Plesioth. It's like a love-hate thing, because I know everyone's like, oh, but hip check. Yeah, but like,
What hip check?
the hip check is A, cool, B, it was never really a problem. I mean, sure, you could say, oh, you only say that because you played the shit out of this game and Freedom Unite. And that's true. Like, we played a lot of Freedom Unite. But I think what I really like about it most is the fact that the hip check...
Something...
connection problem, I think.
yeah.
What I really like is that, yeah, the hitbox is too big and not where it should be, but it's very consistently where it shouldn't be. So the moment you learn about it, you can actually adapt for it, so... That's cool.
I wonder what the people afraid of Plesioth are going to say to Zenith Plesioth, because that thing is way worse.
Okay,
and
that's
it's not the
actually-
hip check.
It's actually so cool because it you know, it has like weird goo.
What do you want, Uragan or Devil Joe?
You know what? I leave this up to you. This is pest and cholera.
For me, Uragan is probably easier. Devil Joy can mess up, but Uragan can kill you, and you're worse right now.
Fair point. I can actually block Uragan a lot. So
No. Not the spin dash.
no, I can block the spin dash.
Completely now.
Yes,
Since when?
since I have guard up. Have you forgotten?
Yeah.
I can actually block the spin dash.
Well, then that's just to Uragan.
Yes. Uragan Air Force, here we come. But yeah, that was stupid because, you know, charms are, even though they're random drops, so kind of sucks, depending on what kind of skill you have on them, they could really help make get better builds. But in 3 Ultimate, sorry, you got locked into it at beginning, fuck you. Uragan Air Force. I told you. Reflect the fucking shit out of the thing. No! Shit, stamina consumption has resumed. Whoops.
Well,
why did it end now?
Because of the timer.
Usually it takes longer than that. Why does it have like a fixed amount of damage it can block?
More like stamina it can prevent. You should have brought like a dash juice or something.
I probably should have.
I don't know if it would help. I don't play lands.
I mean, honestly, that definitely killed the thing very fast, though. Just saying. Let me just get my stuff back.
When you get your full Hedon, then it's perfect.
Oh yeah, when I get full Hedon, it's that's gonna be absolutely perfect. So, for everyone who doesn't know, there's like there are Hedon charms,
Not charms.
no, Hedon decorations in here, and they give really strong buffs to the weapon you have. Like for example, with lance, it's you do not take damage anymore when you block. Period. Which is cool. Gogav or Diablos?
Your choice, really. You die, mostly.
You know what? Then let's just show off the monkey. Dog monkeys. Magnetic dog monkeys. Yeah, it's magnetic donk.
Donk.
Donk. The magnetic donk monkeys.
Well, now we can focus on blue.
Yeah, they attack each other when you confuse them.
And now we have the next one. You're not doing anything, do you?
I am doing things.
Okay.
Why did it...
Oh, whatever.
Okay, blue.
Okay.
It dead. But yeah, actually that's also a kind of interesting mechanic that Worlds and now Wilds only barely touch on, because they kind of had some of these monsters that were that basically were designed to be used in pairs, or designed to hunt in pairs. Like, yeah, we have the obvious ones here, Gogarth, red and blue, they're magnetic, they always work together. There's also 2 doggos / 2 wolves. I forgot the name. How are they called again?
You literally have the website open if you don't know.
You're right. I am so utterly dumb. The Fanged Beasts. It's Midogaron and Orugaron. Kamo Orugaron and Nono Orugaron. So yeah, 2 wolves, and Midogaron is something that happens when you kill one of them, but the other one survives, and it's just too sad.
How much time do we still have?
You know what? We still have 1.5 hours.
How long do you think we will need to raid the monster?
Probably an hour or so.
So should we do Fatalis and maybe try to get it?
Actually, yes. Why not? Fuck it.
Then we can at least show it.
Oh yeah, let's, because also a thing that Hunting Road has every time. By the way, I'm taking a few of the things with me. I don't think I can use them when I die, but
you can use them before that.
I just want to be prepared. Every 10 levels, you can fight White Fatalis, which gives you an extra amount of points. So the interesting part is the further you go into Hunting Road, the more you unlock in the shop. But killing Fatalis also increases stuff.
Yeah, I think you need 50 Fatalis kills for everything.
Yeah, for some things you really need 50, so... Yeah, it's not just only stomp monsters, you have some boss fights woven in between. Well, fuck.
You didn't even block that one, huh?
I did, I think? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a monster you can fight against if you don't know the moves yet. Or anymore.
Oops.
Well, at least you can now freely talk.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's really why I wanted to show off a bit of Frontier before Wilds comes out again, because I genuinely think Frontier has figured out this thing called endgame that a lot of the mainline series just hasn't, ironically. Or let's put it in a more negative way. I think a lot of the endgame in especially recent titles was just a lot of gambling. It was just a slot machine to waste your time. And as much as I love Monster Hunter, when I say I think World is like the worst Monster Hunter, I'm not saying World is a bad game. I like World. There are parts of World that I think are fantastic. I generally think most of the games are great and have their own very big upsides.
Oops.
It's just when you sit there and just realize that you're playing a game with basically 4 major slot machines. Aside from the random, loot drops at the end of missions anyway, you do wonder why it is not more about gameplay. And just about, hey, here's a time waster. Because it is. That's why people mod. That's why, there are literal mods for Rise on PC to just get the charms you want. Which is like, why is there not a charm editor? Hi, bot. And bye, bot.
You know what I just realized? I could have brought my tower weapon, actually.
You could. And yeah, that's aside from just some absolutely fantastic designs, like... Oh yeah, second phase. That just gets worse.
Nope.
I mean, for example, Pariapuria is probably one of my favorite monsters in terms of design, because it's a fish. Oh well, more like it's a fish Tigrex.
Lesson learned: not playing while being ill.
Yeah, I guess. It's a Tigrex fish that eats everything in its path and then literally pukes it back at you as an attack. Like, I know they want to have some monsters that are, unsettling and a bit weird. But, like, there are not a lot of monsters out there that, that fill the niche of, that's kind of disgusting. Because, yeah, Pariapuria for me is like, you're disgusting. You're literally puking your innards all over the place as an attack. But also, it's kind of cute, It's kind of disgusting, but also kind of cute. I just love it. Or, also my favorite, also one of my favorites, Pauburumu, I think. Another proto-wyvern, interestingly, which is a hunting horn. Like, no, seriously, there is a wyvern that is a giant hunting horn, and it dudes to get buffs. Which is just really cool, Like, oh, that actually didn't increase my G rank.
Of course it doesn't.
I kind of wish Road did.
Yeah, I get you. But it's hard to calculate, because you start with relatively easy G-rank monsters and end
true.
with Zen of 4 and...
Yeah, and otherwise, what I will still say, give us clan halls. Like, I mean, we had, like, groups in general in World, not on PC, which was like... Okay, honestly, can I just say one thing? It's kind of lazy of Capcom that they said, oh, hey, if you played on PlayStation and Xbox, oh, you could make your own online group and, online part, and, you would see all the online members. And on PC, they said, yeah, we're not doing it. And you're like, why? You can just make a Steam group. What? Like, one thing was literally an extended group list friends stuff in-game, and the other thing is Steam. I give him points for at least having a creative excuse, but yeah. Clan halls are great. Would just be lovely to have them again. And again, breeding season. We need breeding season back, Capcom. Yeah, that's just, I wanted to show it off again. Show some of the monsters, talk a bit about it. Again, if you have any questions about Frontier, just hit them to me. I just love so much about how this game pioneered a lot of things that came actually later in the series, but just did them better, like the whole, the hunting styles that Generations has, and I like Generations, don't get me wrong, but I do like the fact that you have a progression in it in Frontier. It's part of, you start like everyone else, you're slow, you're playing Monster Hunter, you stay playing basic Monster Hunter, and then you have variants of basic Monster Hunter, and then you're playing you're playing a Monster Hunter where you're like really, really fucking strong, and that's cool because it actually gives you like this feeling of, it gives you this feeling of progression in like normal stats don't do, That's usually a thing in a lot of games when they're like, we have a deep progression system, and then it's just a number going from 0 to 1000 instead of, you have a different moveset now. You can run while having your weapon drawn.
Well, it also depends on what the 1000 actually means. 1000.
You know what I also find interesting in comparison to newer titles? That, interesting. That's actually a cool thing. I think the skill system is actually a lot more interesting because it's the classic skill system. But as you can see, those are not the normal ones because those are combiner skills in a lot of parts. Like, which one is? I don't know what it does, but I think strong attack like combines a bunch of things into. No, strong attack is just strong attack.
You could
Sword God is. Wait a second. Let's just. Yes, okay. I'm opening up the skill page.
Your ignorance is showing.
No, I just wanted to show off with my brain, and my brain is not good.
Yes. Sometimes.
I'm so sorry that I'm stupid. Okay, Sword God. Wait.
You could just look for it.
I did here, but like...
No, you did not.
Base skills. Is it here with sword?
How about you actually look for Sword God?
Okay, yeah.
Because it is there, you just never see it.
Okay, so Sword God, which I have on +3. +3 Sword God gives me, at once, Sharpness +1, Razor Sharp +2, Fencing +2, and Sharpening Artisan in one skill.
To be fair, Sword God 3 is pretty much completely useless.
Yeah, like...
You only need it on 2, but...
I just have it on...
You have it basically as a side thing.
Yeah. But that's cool. Because, yeah, you just get stronger skills. Like, it's still the old system, but...
To be fair, I think they only did it because there was a limit on how many skills could be displayed and calculated at once back then, due to the engine.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
But it led to some interesting things.
Yeah.
Like, remember Rise, where you have, like, I don't know how many skills?
Yeah, Rise is... I mean... I think that's probably the one of those things where... There are probably a bunch of people that will totally disagree with me on that, and fair point, okay? I think I get why people like the new skill system, because, it's very simple. You get the skill, and it just adds one level of the skill. It's very simple. It's not like, you need to get a breaking point, and then you have a new level, and such, and that. which is a bit more confusing, okay? But especially playing Frontier made me think like the old system just has a lot more potential, in my opinion, in how you can actually make builds, because you will do mixed armor sets no matter what. Like, not always, like sometimes the full armor set is just good. Like, we're probably gonna finish high rank right now in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate in one run through by just running Rathalos armor. Okay,
Good enough.
I will. You have the fucking pumpkin boots and you look like a clown. I mean, quite literally, it's the cool Rathalos armor and clown boots. One hell of a combination, actually. But I feel like the new system has a few downsides, because first of all, it kind of ends up being that you always take similar skills with, some side grades, while in the old system it was more like focus on the skills you really want to have, and especially now with the combined skills and other skills they have in Frontier, which there's a lot more going on, because you're like, the fuck. It's like you get like 3 to 4 skills at once sometimes. It's a lot more interesting because you can also have more armors with that. Like in the new system, it's attack up doesn't come in variations. It just comes as attack up. So you kind of will always take the attack up armor part. Or, you build an armor where you can just slot all the attack jewels in after you had an ungodly grind towards them, because those... I will warn everyone right now. As much as I like World, the fact they made decorations a random drop, and apparently are a random drop again in Wilds, I think it was 0.03% chance of getting an attack up jewel 1, or 0.05. It was stupid. It was an absolute unholy grind, and you needed 7 of those. 7.
For some builds? Yeah.
So,
Depends on what you played, like.
yeah,
Gunlands didn't have that problem.
fair point, but the moment you went to Greatsword and such, you needed them. That was just unholy, yeah. Yeah, I generally think I like this one a lot more, because another upside that they had that is now gone, which I think, again, I think a lot of stuff in modern Monster Hunter gets told as its quality of life, but it just removes friction. Like, the old system actually allowed for negative skills, so you had to be like, okay, how do I build my, armor set optimally, or what are, skills like reduced defense, reduced elemental defense, stuff like that I am willing to give up.
To be fair, it wasn't a big part if you knew what you were doing, but they could make it more integral.
Yeah, which was always interesting, because basically low rank armor was, you got like usually 1 skill and maybe 1 downside per armor, while high rank you had more upsides, less downsides, and G rank was more of the same to a degree. But like, there was a gradual shift from, your armor gave you some benefits and some downsides, and then it became more and more benefits. So there was also a progression in that part, while right now it's more like, you build the armor set with more attack, and then you build the same armor set, but with higher defense values. Anyway, I hope you like this look at Frontier a bit, because we're gonna be playing Wilds on Friday, so I have actually
More importantly, because you're talking like you end the stream.
I'm not ending the stream. Stay tuned. Reload the page. I'm just going to end it for like a few seconds, because we want to, rate the monsters, because we kind of wanted to do it, because, everyone likes a good tier list. That's like the most you know, hashtag content. Everyone likes a good tier list, because the thing about tier lists, and that's great, your opinion is gonna be different, or you're going to agree. And that's great, because you see, if you agree with it, you're like, I like that person. They say the same as I do. Or you disagree with them, they're like, I hate that person. They disagree with me, and then you write angry comments, and that gives me more engagement. Yay, we live in hell. Also, I just kind of want to...
Well?
Yeah. Let's sit down again on my clan leader's chair. And yeah, I just want to say, stay here. Again, we're going to be right back, actually. And meanwhile, I just have to actually change... And we can still talk about, you know, why it's coming out, because I'm genuinely very interested in how it will go. It looks great. But yeah, I hope you liked this one. Again, stay tuned, reload the page. We are literally back in a second then.